Croatia was the 14th country in my tour of 30 countries. I was interested in two cities, Zagreb, the capital, and Dubrovnik. So I went to Zagreb first. This was the hostel I stayed in, and I met this beautiful lady in Zagreb. She wanted to take a picture with me. I didn't have much interest in Zagreb. I just stopped to look around and touch base and tick it off my bucket list. But Zagreb is a beautiful city. While in Zagreb, I went to one of the most popular tourist attractions in Zagreb. Well, before getting there, I have to pass, of course, the regular tourist sites of fridge magnets and tote bags. And then I took a very long flight of stairs to get to a popular tourist attraction called the Museum of Broken Relationships, which is, of course, dedicated to broken relationships. Did a little tour of the museum, tote bags so you can pick up pieces of your broken heart. And then that was much of Zagreb that I wanted to see, but my main interest was in Dubrovnik is very popular for me, so I took a coffee and then a bus trip straight to Dubrovnik. Now you will see why Dubrovnik is a big deal. It is an extremely beautiful city. The coastline the coastline in Dubrovnik, it is simply breathtaking. This will be probably one of the most scenic bus rides you will ever take in your life. If you take a bus ride to Dubrovnik, wow, it is beautiful. You see the expansive coastline of blue water. So imagine driving past this for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. Actually, you can do this trip straight from Zagreb, the north of Croatia, all the way down south to Dubrovnik, or you can do what I did: went to Zagreb, then left Zagreb, entered another country, which was Serbia, cut through Serbia, entered Bosnia and Herzegovina, Mostar, and then cut out of Bosnia and then took a bus trip to Dubrovnik, entering Croatia again. If you look at the map, that sounds like a better way to do this trip, because you see two additional countries rather than just starting from the top of Croatia and then going to the bottom, because the map of Croatia is like 7, like the letter 7, but written in the opposite direction. And if you start from the top to the bottom, it's just wild. Well, it's doable. The problem is you miss the chance to see a couple of other countries and then come back into Dubrovnik. So I did the travel smart thing to do, went to the north, Zagreb first, and then entered Serbia, then entered Bosnia, then came down south, back into Croatia, Dubrovnik. And while in Dubrovnik, my main thing to see was the site of Game of Thrones. Anybody who's a Game of Thrones fan will recognize this as King's Landing, the capital of the Seven Kingdoms. Dubrovnik was one of the primary casting locations for Game of Thrones. So I came to see King's Landing. I tell you, it is beautiful. It is beautiful. It is medieval. It's everything it is in the movie. Just walking through King's Landing, this particular place, it's called Dubrovnik Old Town, but that's the site of King's Landing. So I keep calling it King's Landing. It's like you're in the movie. It's like living your best movie life. Listen, if you're a Game of Thrones fan, you should definitely come to Dubrovnik. And about accommodation is quite pricey in Dubrovnik, so had that in mind. My Airbnb cost about €75 compared to about €25 that I've been paying in other places. In Zagreb, my accommodation was €20 compared to €75 in Dubrovnik. So just keep that in mind. But the views are worth it. Like the view, the feeling you have, like you're literally in Game of Thrones. It is beautiful. I walked through the old town. I walked through the stone-walled city where the movie was cast. Just look at that. It's a real living, breathing place. It's also good to walk through these. I saw some of the very steep stairs. I saw like all the castles. It is so beautiful. Dubrovnik is a place that I should come back to again, but I think it's probably worth coming back in the winter so that you have, the feel of what it looks like at different times of the year, in different seasons, and also maybe it to be less pricey and less crowded, because there was such a crowd here. Mind you, this was early in the morning, about 8 a.m. So imagine if this was in the day, it would be more crowded. So my recommendation would be, if you want to visit Dubrovnik for not too expensive, probably come in winter or maybe autumn, because now it's so hot and everybody wants to be outside. Everybody was outside at 8 a.m. and there was still a lot of people. You can see people, with their bags. People actually, their hotels within the old town, and it just feels very nice to live in a hotel inside King's Landing. It's like you're living in the movie. So there's a lot of people, who would come, who were here. But anyways, I really love visiting King's Landing. And that's it from Croatia. I'll see you in my next country. Bye.